People always come up to us at the Vletic School and ask us, what are the characteristics of successful key account managers? Can everyone be a key account manager? And usually there are various studies that point out to different aspects of what it takes for you to identify a good key account manager. But in my opinion, there are 4 or 5 things that a key account manager should be good at. The first one, of course, is they have to be creative. They need to understand that every time they visit a customer, they are going to learn something new about the customer's organization, and they should be creative in coming up with the right kind of solutions based on the capabilities of their own organization. So creativity is a cornerstone and one of the most important aspects that a key account manager should possess. Of course, you should be careful that you should not be too creative that the rest of your organization cannot match. Which brings us to the next point, is when you're trying to be creative, the next thing you need to realize is that for that creativity to happen, you need to coordinate the different departments or business units within your own organization to work together. And a good key account manager should be able to understand these different processes and coordinate them in such a way that there's a seamless delivery to the customer's organization. Of course, having an idea about the processes and coming up with seamless coordination processes might look wonderful, but if people within these different business units do not necessarily want to work together in terms of being cooperative, then all your efforts are going to go waste. A good key account manager should realize this and should foster cooperation between the different departments within their own organization. And actually, in some cases, they might even have to teach the buyer and the people in the buyer's organization the same tricks that they use to ensure that there's better coordination and cooperation within the customer's organization. Now, a key aspect as well for key account managers is their ability to build connections either within their own organization or within the organization of the customers, or in some cases, a key account manager might need to have connections from third parties or from people external to both the supplying organization and the customer's organization, so that in order to meet the complex demands of a customer, they will have to work with third parties to provide a good solution. So a good key account manager needs to understand the importance of connections. And if they do all this, it's one thing to be creative, as we began this conversation with, but you also need to be in a position to identify co-creating situations where together you work with your organization as well as with the customer's organization to come up with co-creation of value for both parties. So in our opinion, these are just some of the key aspects that you will need to look for when you're looking for a key account manager.